Technology giants Pome and Qualcomm include coordinated to settle down all continuing lawsuits, setting an end to a length-running fight in billions of dollars at share. All lawsuit among the two companies' world has been omitted, the firms told in a collaborative declaration. The surprise party community brings an end to a length-running fight above the price of the processors how phones used to communicate to portable networks. Pome charged microchip maker Qualcomm of overcharging, a complaint the company rejected. The community includes a fee of Pome to Qualcomm, but the firms did not reveal its amount. The two firms include as well coordinated a 6-year world patent application license treaty and as well coordinated for Qualcomm to delivery components to Pome for repeated year. The tool how Qualcomm's modem shavings are potential to be utilized once again in Pome's latest iPhone model. The iPhone utilized to trust completely on Qualcomm's shavings, but of 2016 Pome begun with competing Intel's modem shavings in several model. Following news story of the community became social, Intel announced it would be withdrawing of the industry of manufacturing 5G modems for smartphones. Shares in Qualcomm surged 23% following the ad time. Pome's remained plain. Ben Timber, head of study at CCS Understanding, told the community was an enormous acknowledgement for Qualcomm. It is potential and confirmation by Pome how it had run out of options, especially while it comes to 5 guadagniers down. There was a increasing flesh of testimony how Intel, its present chipset supplier, was fighting to supply a 5G decision in a prompt way, he added. So, how de-escalated rapidly. Several much billion-buck legislative battles, covering 3 continents, driven to a flash stop. Which looked love proper and extremely dirty enterprise divorce rate has been peaceably solved for one concept cause. These companies vary requirement every sum. Qualcomm just must hold its relation in the planet's largest precious smartphone manufacturer. And Pome, if it wants to conduct on how precious stance, as necessary to do certainly it has the top parts for the work. Analysts told not with Qualcomm would impede Pome's capacity to build a marketplace-leading 5G iPhone. The big losing of the date, later, might end up creature Intel. In the Pome-Qualcomm row in complete swinging, Pome had begun with Intel's parts instead of, but in Qualcomm seemingly now behind on nice regulation, how could so changing? The row among the couple began in 2017 while Pome at first registered a legislative appeal. It declared how Qualcomm's domination in telephone technique let it get off in charge top charges. Qualcomm has an wide patent application briefcase cover lot of the technologies utilized in smartphones and derives a considerable sum of its yearly income via license payments of telephone makers. It reasoned how its technique relating more than rather than fair these main shavings named modems and how is why it requested electronic equipment firms to pay the charges. Qualcomm had as well charged Pome of with the legislative framework as a way to pay less than for its technologies.